Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest filled with tall trees and shimmering streams, lived a little squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was not like the other squirrels who spent their time gathering food and playing games. Sammy loved to help others, and everyone in the forest knew him for his kindness. One chilly morning, as Sammy hopped from branch to branch, he noticed something unusual. The forest felt different, too quiet, too cold. The once lively streams were frozen solid, and the trees stood bare, shivering in the frosty wind. "What's going on?" Sammy wondered, his bushy tail twitching with worry. Just then, a blue jay flew by and landed next to him. "Sammy," the bird said, its voice filled with concern, "something is wrong with winter. The snow hasn't fallen, and the animals are running out of food. We need help." Sammy looked around and saw his friends, rabbits, deer, and foxes, all shivering and hungry. The forest needed winter snow to survive, but for some reason, it hadn't come. "I'll find out what's wrong," Sammy declared bravely. He dashed off to the tallest tree in the forest, where the wise old owl lived. The owl knew everything about the seasons. "Wise owl," Sammy called, "why hasn't winter snow arrived?" The owl blinked slowly and said, "The winter spirit, who brings snow, has lost her magical snowflake. Without it, she cannot bring winter to the forest." Sammy's eyes widened. "Where is the snowflake now?" The owl pointed toward the distant, snowy mountains. "It's hidden in the ice cavern, guarded by the frost wolf. Only the bravest can retrieve it." Without hesitation, Sammy set off on his journey. The path was tough. Sammy had to climb steep hills, leap over icy rivers, and dodge sharp winds. But he didn't give up. He thought of his friends back in the forest who were counting on him. Finally, Sammy reached the ice cavern. It sparkled like 1,000 diamonds, but deep inside, he could see the frost wolf guarding a glowing snowflake. "Who dares to enter my cavern?" growled the frost wolf, his voice echoing like thunder. Sammy's tiny heart pounded, but he stepped forward. "I'm Sammy the squirrel, and I've come to take back the magical snowflake. Without it, my forest cannot survive." The frost wolf tilted his head, surprised by Sammy's courage. "Why should I give it to you?" Sammy thought for a moment and said, "Because it's not just for me. It's for all the animals in the forest. They need winter to stay warm and safe. Please, help us." The frost wolf stared at Sammy for a long time. Then, his fierce eyes softened. "Your bravery and kindness have touched my heart. Take the snowflake and bring back winter." The wolf handed Sammy the glowing snowflake, and Sammy thanked him with all his heart. He raced back to the forest as fast as his little legs could carry him. When Sammy returned, he climbed to the highest branch and released the magical snowflake into the air. It sparkled and danced, spreading snowflakes everywhere. The forest came alive with the beauty of winter. Snow covered the trees, the streams began to thaw, and the animals cheered with joy. "You did it, Sammy," the blue jay chirped. Sammy smiled. "I didn't do it alone. It was the kindness of the frost wolf and the hope of our forest that made it happen." From that day on, Sammy became the hero of the forest. Whenever winter arrived, the animals would remember the little squirrel who saved them all. And so, the forest thrived, wrapped in the magic of winter snow and Sammy's big heart. The end.